I suggest we proceed. Okay. I suggest we proceed. Naririnig na ba ako, guys?
Yes po, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Mag-off time muna ako. Kasi medyo mapuputol-putol tayo rito. At yeah, nakasecure na rin ako ng coffee and connection dito. Lumipat ako ng pwesto, no? Sige, go. Pakikinig lang na muna ako and then we'll make habal the input in our succeeding session. But just the same for purposes of the points that we need to raise, no? Maximize na rin natin yung chat box questionnaire. Plus, ilina ng group. Kung kaya sana makadalawang group. Ilang group pa tayo na hindi pa tapos?
4 pa po.
4. So kung kaya pa isang group ngayon, maximum 2, pero kung kaya isa lang.
Pag-starting na po namin yung group 4 po. Thank you po. Sige po, group 4. Start na po kayo. Thank you.
Tayo, pakunan na rin, ha? Pwede na ba, muna open sa lahat?
Sige po, ma'am. Jo, pasuyo na lang ng screenshot. Thank you.
Okay, sige.
Ayan.
Hello po, naka-disable po eh. Yung share screen.
Screenshot po muna tayo ng picture, then i-enable po ni John after yung screenshot. Thank you.
Okay na po.
Thank you.
Okay na. Loading pa. Next slide po. Naka-disable pa rin po. Miss Jo, naka-disable lang.
Nag-screenshot na po tayo, te. Nag-screenshot na po tayo.
Sorry.
Okay po.
1, 2, 3. Okay po.
Sige po. Thank you. Sa-enable na daw po yung pag-screenshot.
Okay na po. Teka lang ha. Teka lang po.
Sige po. Or pwede nyo rin po center or sa GC natin yung PowerPoint presentation nyo para if ever saan na lang yung mag-screenshot.
Sige po. Saan ba makikita? Alam na. Teka lang, ang dami nakakita. Hindi. Teka lang ha. Lord, what happened? Kinakabahan si Marian.
Ayan po.
Then, okay na po.
Thank you.
Hello po, good afternoon po ma'am. Good afternoon po sa lahat. Hello po. Okay na po ma'am.
Yes, sige po, continue po.
Okay lang po hindi po ako makapag-problem cam kasi nasa kalsada po ako.
Sige po, sige po. Thank you.
Okay. Salamat po, salamat po. Types of cooperative. Number 1, marketing cooperative, credit cooperative, banking cooperative, consumer cooperative, service cooperative, multipurpose cooperative, advocacy cooperative, salary cooperative, education cooperative, electric cooperative, financial service cooperative, fishermen cooperative, health service cooperative, housing cooperative, insurance cooperative, and transport cooperative. Yung sunod po.
Next slide po.
Types and categories of cooperative. Group 4. Marketing cooperative. Marketing cooperative is a business organization owned by farmers who collectively sell their products. It allows producers to accomplish the business functions they couldn't achieve on their own.
Next po. Sa credit po.
So po, Sir Michael, pero Tesoro.
Yes po. Ako na po credit cooperative. Gandang hapon po sa ating lahat. For credit cooperative, a financial organization owned and controlled by its members who can borrow at low interest rate from an amount of money they have saved as a group. Credit cooperatives provide financial services to poor and low-income people in many countries. Although it is distributed unevenly throughout the country, cooperative credit helps compensate for the scarcity of financial institutions in some regions and assist in fulfilling requirements in the application of rural credit resources. Hello po, naririnig po ako.
So, continue lang po.
So, magbibigay lang po ako ng what main purpose of a credit cooperative. An important objective of credit and savings cooperatives is to safeguard and value of member savings and real terms. As I previously mentioned, credit and savings cooperatives have to pay their members interest at rates higher than those paid by commercial financial institutions. So, examples po ng mga financial co-ops natin is maybe Federal Credit Union, Alliance Credit Unions, and Tented Credit Union. Thank you po. Next slide po.
Next po, sa po, banking cooperative. Banking cooperative. Cooperative banking, retail, and commercial banking organized on a cooperative basis. Cooperative banking institutions take deposit and lend money in most parts of the world. Cooperative banks are often regulated under both banking and cooperative legislation. They provide services such as savings and loans to non-members as well as to members, and some participate in the wholesale market for bonds, money, and even equity. Next slide po. Thank you po.
Good afternoon, classmates. Ako na po yung next. Naririnig po ako. Classmates.
Yes po.
Yes po, we can hear you po.
Thank you. So, next po is categories of cooperative. So, in terms of membership, cooperative shall be categorized into primary, the members of which are natural persons; secondary, the members of which are primary; and tertiary, the members of which are secondary cooperatives. In terms of territory, cooperatives shall be categorized according to areas of operation which may not coincide with the political subdivision of the country. And for the group 14, done na po kami. Thank you.
Gano'n yung group 4. Sige po, group 5 pa ready na po. And then pwede na kayo mag-start anytime. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Good afternoon. Group 5 po. Structure of cooperative. It allows shared decision making and democratic control over decision made by entity.
Meron na?
Okay na po ba?
Ha? Yes po.
Okay.
Baka sa twin pa rin yan.
Elements are shared among the different kinds of cooperatives, membership, government by law, board
Sorry, wait lang po. Classmates, pag niyo po muna para maintindihan natin yung nagre-report. Thank you.
Okay. Elements that are shared among the different types of cooperatives, membership, governing by laws, board of directors, equity. Membership. New members must be admitted according to the criteria agreed upon during the formation of the entity. Governing by laws, each cooperative is governed by its bylaws. All decisions made by the executive officers and the board of directors must be guided by the provisions of the cooperative bylaws. Board of directors serves as the decision-making organ of the cooperative in accordance to its bylaws. Equity. Membership shares entitle owners to voting rights and capital shares and in the organization's profit. The exact mechanism for distributing equity varies with the individual co-op and must be spelled out in the bylaws. Then, next
Good afternoon po sa lahat. Gender and development. Women and men have different Sorry, lakas kasi ng ulan dito. Naririnig niyo po ba ako?
Yes po.
Okay. Women and men have different developmental needs and interests which are institutionalized and sustained by cultural, social, economic, and political norms, systems, and structures. Gender have different developmental needs kasi diba
may nagsasabi na hindi daw parehas ang mga babae at lalaki pagdating sa trabaho. Kasi yung mga babae daw, dapat sa bahay lang sila, while yung mga lalaki, sila yung nagtatrabaho. Katulad ng dati, di ba? Lalo na sa culture, na hinahayaan nila na ang mga lalaki ay nagtatrabaho at yung mga babae ang nandun lang sa bahay at gumagawa ng gawaing bahay. Next po, why is gender mainstreaming significant? This is an effective development strategy that considers the interaction between men and women in terms of resource access and control, decision-making and societal benefits and incentives. Gender mainstreaming is a method aimed at achieving gender equality. Ito yung actions that result in a positive change in the following areas could be an excellent illustration of gender mainstreaming in action, like policies, approach strategy, yung mga efforts at advocacy. Next po. Why is gender and development also significant? Gender equality is recognized as a legitimate value that should be reflected in development decisions. It is a way of looking at how it will affect sa mga pamantayan sa lipunan or opportunities at mga pagkakataong magagamit ng iba't ibang grupo ng mga gender. Next po. Gender and development is dedicated to gender mainstreaming as a method of incorporating men's and women's experiences and evaluating the ramifications of any proposed action. Gender mainstreaming, also known as gender and development mainstreaming, is a major global strategy for ensuring that governments pursue gender equality in all aspects of the development process in order to realize the vision of a gender-responsive society in which women and men contribute equally and benefit from development. Next po. Why is gender equality necessary in cooperative? Co-op typically have a majority of female members. Co-op participation does not imply that women are self-sufficient. As a result, it is critical for co-op to guarantee that their products and services benefit everyone in the family. Shared equally between men and women, taking into account the unique gender demands. Gender equality is necessary to ensure that the economic advantage are equally shared sa kahit anong gender, depende sa demands ng mga gender nila. And last po sa report ko, gender equality and the cooperative identity. Ay, sorry po, next na po pala si Ms. Angelica. Thank you.
Hello, thank you, Jim. Gender equality pursued in cooperatives for two major reasons. First, as stated in the International Cooperative Alliance's Statement on Cooperative Identity, promoting gender equality is a manifestation of the commitment operative to universal principles of equality, equity, solidarity, social responsibility, and caring for others. Second, promoting gender equality is seen as a strategy or method for achieving economic success. Next step. These are the aspects of gender and development mainstreaming. All cooperatives that first implement streaming of gender and development in the following. First is policy. There shall be an approved and implemented policies related to gender and development and gender equality. Second, cooperative development plan. The approved cooperative development plan must include strategies, programs, activities, and initiatives that address gender and policy implementation difficulties and concerns. Third, budget. Gender and development budget must be set aside for the cooperative development plans, programs, activities, and projects. Lastly, mechanism and instruments will build structures and instruments to guarantee that gender and development mainstreaming is facilitated, implemented, and monitored. Next slide. Gender and development mainstreaming mechanisms and instruments. First is committees. The board of directors created it, consisting of at least 3 members, one of whom must be appointed by the board. Two chairpersons from among themselves or remain in office until the board replaces you. Next is gender and development focal person. It is selected by the board from among the management nominees. He or she must be a cooperative employee with the extra responsibility of performing GST duties. And lastly, gender and development education and training programs. This shall be included in the annual education and training plan. Next point. Functions and responsibilities. Gender and Development Committee performs gender analysis, develops and recommends to the board gender and development and gender equality policies, programs, activities, and projects. They track and evaluate progress towards gender equality in the implementation of gender and development programs, activities, and projects. They also make a report to the board of directors and provide directional direction. Education committee. This facilitates gender advocacy and promotion activities through training, particularly in the conduct of pre-membership education seminars and or basic co-op education seminars. There is also a capacity building for management, the Gender and Development Committee, and officers on gender and development. Next is management. It puts the gender and development strategy budget into action. It also compiles reports and assesses achievements. Lastly, board of directors. They act on gender and development committee and management reports. They also gender and development and gender equality policies are approved by board of directors. They also approve the gender and development budget and plan. Next point. Some of issues and concerns raised in National Gender and Development Summit. These are leaders' awareness of gender and development, co-op capacity building on gender and development, diverse cultural and religious views, youth and men's health concern, gender and development strategy and budget, gender balance and leadership, management, staff, and membership. Lastly, documentation of gender issues, and so many more. Next. Last for this report, a call for action for the CDE. First is human resource development and capacity building. Second is build local and international gender and development links and collaboration. Third, support local gender and development activities in the events. And lastly, provide technical assistance. That sums up the report for Group 5. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 5. So, since we no longer have time, and ma'am, are you here po? Parang wala. Hindi ko ba si ma'am? Parang wala, no?
Wala.
So, oo. Sige. Message ko na lang siya so for any announcement or update. Kasi feeling ko may assign na tayo after this, kagaya nung last time. Pero, post ko na lang sa GC natin for now. Kasi wala na rin tayo dito sa Zoom. Next meeting na siguro yung last two na bro. And then, yung announcement regarding sa final requirement kasi hindi pa rin natin nasa finalize yun. Hindi pa natin napapag-usapan. Ilang minutes ka lang ba yung Zoom meeting natin?
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. Sige, ganun na lang. Yes po?
Paano pala yung sa IMABIN?
Sa PG subject ba to?
Hindi, yung ngayon. May nakakapag-ano na ba?
Yung sa yung mabilis kasi, so for isang subject pa lang yung nagpapagamit sa atin noon, which is yung previous subject natin, yung kanina. Hindi pa kasi lahat makaka-access. So, i-follow up ko kay sir kung ipopost na pa rin ba yung assignment doon or hindi na. Or ayun, gagamit ng ibang platform.
Yes,
Yes po.
pa-confirm naman kay sir if hanggang anong activity yung sasagutan. Kasi